Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I will be doing the Sunday show for you guys every Sunday, same time. Take a note of the time and do tune in every Sunday. Today we are discussing Bitcoin all-time highs. We're going to be discussing FSR, SOUND, SPCE. Those are the topics of the show. Of course, we'll be taking a look at your suggestions as well, but those are the main things I want to look at today. So we'll definitely have a good look at the charts for them. Also looking at crypto, what a week it's been. This is why I always said it's great to be investing in crypto. Crypto can make life-changing money. You've seen it live on the show. We turned $400 into basically $2,000, if not more, in a matter of less than a year. That was on the 1K portfolio. On the 7K portfolio, there's been some 3-4x's. So I'm really happy about that. And I'm happy to be sharing the charts with you all the time. I will also be discussing what's my thoughts on recession, because as you guys know, for the last 6-7 months, I've been saying a recession is coming. We did get a recession in the UK, but it's not going to have a global impact. It's the US that matters the most, so I'll be discussing that as well. Are we in a bull market? Of course we are. Let's look at the charts for that. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at the S&P 500. Is there going to be a short squeeze for FSR? Maybe. Let's have a look at the chart for that. That's exciting. There's money to be made all over the place, but just remember to take profits. It's always great to make money, but if you don't take the profits, you've not actually made anything. So taking profits is always great. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And again, I don't give financial advice. I just give my opinions, my thoughts, just to give everyone a different perspective. Thank you all for tuning in. Do leave your questions in the chat. We do have a poll running right now. Will FSR short squeeze tomorrow? Please do leave your answers to that. But without further ado, let's look into the charts. So what should we look at first? Let's have a quick look at the chat. Make sure everyone's here. If you do hit the like button, it will get everyone in, and the ones who aren't able to see the show, the more likes we get, it comes up on their homepage, and they can decide whether or not to watch. But let's give them the opportunity to see that we are live right now. So please do hit that like button, and if you are new here, please do subscribe. I want to have a quick look at the chart. Will FSR short squeeze tomorrow? I'm undecided at the moment until we look at the chart. So let's reduce this. Please do leave your thoughts in that poll. Let's see who was here first. I think it was Vincent. Thank you for checking in the Discord. If I am live today, I am live every Sunday, but we got your question answered. James 007, always here. It's always great to see James on the show. Always here supporting. He's great. He's fantastic. Whenever there's crypto, he'll be there. He's the ace. He's amazing. And his chart analytics are the best. Sensei Crypto, Sensei Crypto, Sensei Crypto. Thank you, James. It means a lot to me. And thank you for being here. Flight Channel's here. James is excited about CRO. We'll have a look at CRO. Congratulations to you, James. Vincent, I just bought my first real crypto today and I've made almost $200 in a few hours. This is crazy. Vincent, welcome to the crypto markets. Welcome to being invested. It's going to be volatile. There's going to be drops of 30-40%. There's going to be unbelievable days of going up 100%. I'm really happy you've made money, but it's not easy, but it can become easy. In the height of the bull market, every day the portfolio will be going up, and one day it will drop 30% and then it will recover. That's how the bull markets go. So welcome to the game. I hope it won't keep you up all night. Fight Channel asks, what did you buy? James, this is good work. Vincent, what crypto did you buy? I think he bought Shiba, Doge, the meme coin. So congratulations to you. Always a great narrative to be involved in. Kevin B's here. Morning. Doge, Shiba Inu. I think that was Vincent. Kevin B, I've got 40 million Shiba. Let's hope it goes to $1. Just kidding. It can never go to $1. But congratulations to you, Kevin B. Shiba Inu's up 100% in the last few days, isn't it? That's why I said I was live on the show the other day. I said I bought some Filecoin. Filecoin's up 30-40% since I said that. I said Shiba Inu can go to all-time highs, and XRP is $5 to $20 for me in the next sort of couple of years. in the height of the bull market. And James W7, good work for instance. I mostly hold CRO, ETH at the moment. I like CRO. ETH, very safe option. If you are in, it's too it's just been too expensive for me this round. I haven't been in. I sold my ETH last bull cycle and I just didn't find an entry point for ETH. But congratulations if you are in. It will provide good gains. But you're not going to get, let's say, a 10x out of it. But it was always a great hold. Congratulations to you, James. And you've got CRO, so that's the risky one that can do a nice 10, 15x. Kevin B, don't know that one, but I got Sheeb and Bonk. Everything else is in stocks currently, which is unfortunate. Yes, this is a point where crypto outperforms the stock market to a really big extent. Kevin B, anyone think FSR is going to start the week with a squeeze? Maybe it will. Let's have a look at the chart in a second. It depends on the news with Nissan. Yes, it's also news driven, also chart driven, so we'll have a look at that. I like ETH, but it's too expensive. It is a bit too expensive for me, but if you're already in it, if you've bought it from last cycle, if you bought it at the bottom of this cycle, for me, ETH was a buy under $1,000. That's why I was saying this in the bear market, and I think we did dip below it in the crash of FTX, but we didn't get too much opportunity to buy it. Vincent says there's a lot of talk about Shiba on X. Yes, it has a big following. I was going to put 5k in each, but Robinhood only gave me 5k to trade a week. Yes, sorry about that, but don't revenge trade. Control your emotions and take decisions slowly and thoughtfully. Flight channel 4 minutes before showtime. We are here now. James 007 says Sensei. Let's have a quick look. Let's continue. The legend Sensei is alive. I'm alive and well, thanks, Mike. still here. MSK Shiba India has literally recovered all my FSR downs from Friday and then some. That is amazing news, MSK. I'm so happy you are in the crypto markets as well. There was a point where I was on this channel and people were so anti-crypto, saying it's going to zero, saying they don't want it as part of their portfolio, which is fine. It's their beliefs, but I've always been of the mind that there's nothing wrong with diversification. If you hold stocks, why not at least hold some crypto? I normally say a minimum of 2 to 5% crypto. Obviously I'm much more heavy crypto, and then there's some middle ground about 10-20% for more of a risky portfolio. But if you want to go completely degen, then 70-100% crypto is also quite good fun. Shiba Inu has literally, yes. Martin says you will have new badges. Yes, we do. I can see the new badges. It's very exciting to see who's the founding members of the channel. I want to recognize the founding members, also exclusive perks and benefits. Very exciting. Thank you, Martin, for doing that. Jose Quintana, hello. Sensei Crypto, hello, Jose. New member stars, months, then years. Amazing. Lovely catching up with you yesterday. Martyn Lucas Investor says MSK. Henrik is here. Hello, Henrik. Sensei B. Sorry. Kevin B. Sensei, what are you referring to? AST on. Can you please reword that question? What is ASTI being 100k at one point? I didn't understand. Please do reword that. Those with 2 years or more get exclusive. Get access to exclusive community. That is amazing. Thank you, Martin, for setting that up. Here are all the links if you don't have them. I hold 1.7 million Shiba Inu, up 140%. That is what we like to hear, MSK. Congratulations to you. Martyn Lucas Investor, FSR chat coming up, Bitcoin chart coming up. Yes, we are going to be discussing Bitcoin all-time highs, FSR, SoundHound. Is there a short squeeze? Are we going to hit Bitcoin all-time highs this week on the USD chart? I think we've already hit it in terms of pounds, which is why it's titled like that. Is that coming up? And what does that mean for altcoins? We're going to cover that. Craig says, good evening all. Hello, Craig. Nice to see you. Kevin B. And do you see ASTI being delisted? ASTI, is that I just haven't heard of it. What did you mean by ASTI? ASTI. Will we be looking at this in the show? Let me have a look at this chart just quickly. So I thought ASTI, we were talking crypto and I got a bit confused when ASTI, Ascent Social Technologies, 100k. Please do reiterate. You said something about 100k. What does that ASTI 100k? I don't quite know what you mean. Is it being delisted? That's not something I can tell you. I haven't followed that stock. Obviously, if it goes below a certain point, then it might be. I don't have the answer for you. Sorry about that. James 007, good evening, Craig MSK. Congratulate MSK with your Shiba. Yes, congratulations. Good news, MSK. Hi, James. Vincent, good times. Vincent says yes. Kevin B, the Ascent solar stock you said at one point was 100k according to the charts, but I see ridiculous numbers due to reverse split, so I wasn't finding an accurate reading. It's a stock, so yeah. So let's have a look. Was this the stock that Martyn was covering? And I had a look at the chart. Let's have a look. It might be, but yes, if it was, yes. This was it was more than 100k. It was in the millions, I think. But yeah, there's no chance it'll ever go back up there. Yeah, it is completely right. It's all about reverse splits. So yeah, it will never go that high. It was just ridiculous to see the amount of reverse splits that the stock was. Obviously, never that price, but it could have been that price in today's terms. But yeah, it's coming down. There's no point showing you the chart because it's just going down. There's not much I can say about that stock today. MSK, if FSR pumps tomorrow, then that would be if FSR pumps tomorrow, then I'll be ice and cherry on top. MSK, I hope it will. Let's have a look at the chart in a second. Don't worry, but thanks for what you do. Thank you, Kevin B. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Craig says, good evening, James. Yes, Kevin. Members mode is off, so anyone can comment now once we get into having a look at the charts. Let's have a quick look and see how many likes we have. If you have just joined, please do hit the like button. We've got 37 watching, and let me refresh the screen. We have 19 likes, so thanks for the likes. We can do a bit better though. Let's get the likes up and let's get into the charts. Had a mad bull run last cycle. Thoughts on Cadena? Please do become a member and we can look at your specific coins. FSR buy. Okay, let's have a look at the chart. This was the the chart we're looking at. It's at 40 cents now. But because of the reverse splits, if you look at where it was in the past, you can see that this was because of the reverse splits. It was never trading at this, but once you look at the chart, because of the reverse splits, it's over millions. So you can see the price over here. I think it's even in the billions, to be honest. In 2008, 57 trillion. I don't know, something like that. But it's looking like it's getting delisted. It's under the sort of 50 cents mark. How many more times can they reverse split? I don't know much about the company. I would recommend watching Martyn's review on that. I'm down like 500 off FSR, but I believe in the company and the sound news sounds promising. Sensei, please can you look at the charts for CRR and natural gas? Okay, let's have a look at the request first, and then we'll get into FSR. CRO, let's have. I haven't actually seen what it's been doing in the last day or two. Let's have a look. Let's go on the 3-day time frame. Every candlestick represents 3 days. Previous price action, I think we definitely really nearly touched. We touched $1. I remember because I was part of CRO last cycle. Don't hold any currently, I don't think. Yeah, CRO is looking good, and the last 3 days it seems to be up 29%. So it's looking good. Not much resistance up ahead. You're looking at maybe coming up to 24 cents. I think that's the Coinbase listing price. We can look at it on KuCoin. I think gives us the best data. Here we go. Look at that. Our buys were exactly right. Look at that point here. I think you were live on the show as well. And we're saying very low risk zone to be buying, all-time lows. And that was at 5 cents. So 3x money already. Congratulations. As you can see, we've reacted from this resistance line, which sort of corresponds to this high here, and this test of the resistance and the downtrend continued. What we want to see is getting back above that 15 cents, 16 cents level, and then we'll be off to 25 cents. So let's see if this bull market continues. It looks like it will. Of course, it will come with its corrections, but it's going in the right directions. It's accumulated already. Higher low. Let's see what happens now. It should pass through that 15 cents. Yes, it's overbought, but it's crypto. It's a bull market. It can stay overbought for a while on the RSI. So next target's 25 cents. Let's break through 16 cents before we get to that target, though. What was the other one? Natural gas. Members have the privilege of asking me for charts, and if we have time, we'll have a look at them. Natural gas, look at that. Did we draw this last time? We did. It's bounced. Now we're looking to break this next support. So this was the first take profit. If you remember, I think it was 2 weeks ago or last week, we were looking at this. First, if we come down here, first take profit, next take profit is at $2, and then you're sort of looking maybe $2.30, and then ultimately you're looking to get to $3.40. It seems like the momentum has shifted. We were very oversold, and now we're looking to head back up. But just don't want to get rejected at this level. You see in the last 3-day candles, there's a lot of rejection happening. Have we broken out? It's worrying. It is slightly worrying that we're still below this level. We just need to get back above the $1.83. Let's see how it opens tomorrow. We want to break $1.83 quite quickly, so then we can head to our next target of $2. That's why our first take profit's here, because it's sort of uncertain right now if we will. We should do, because we are oversold and the trend has been down and it's basically all-time lows. So we break 183, then $2 incoming, but just keep an eye on, see if we're going to break this level. And this level corresponds to, where did we draw this level? Yeah, this low of 2015. So find the low of 2015 in your chart, draw a line there, and look if we break through there. Okay, I think it's time to do our first stock. Let's do the stocks first, and then talk about Bitcoin maybe. Let's see how many people we have in. 34 watching. So maybe we wait a bit. Let's do Bitcoin first, and then we'll look at FSR and SOUND and SPCE. Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, not too interesting, but let's have a look at the chart. Of course, I'm much more interested in the altcoins, but Bitcoin gives us a good indication. Again, I want to explain something quite quickly. Some people might be confused. Some people say random things. Some people don't know my strategy. At one point, let's clarify a few things. First thing was, what do we say? Bear market, we're heading down to 15,000. First target was 20,000, first buying opportunity. Go back in the streams, go back to when I used to call in on the show. Anything under 20K was a buy for me in Bitcoin. The next target was 17,000. We hit that. Anything below 70,000 is a good buy. We did have other targets, 14,000. We were quite close to hitting that. We did get as low as 15,000. They were all buying opportunities. Very hard to time a bottom. That's not what we were trying to do. We were trying to, like everything I say, you try and time your buys, not by the bottom, but low risk areas. And the first low risk area was 20,000, second low risk area was 17,000. And anything below, you just ladder in. So yes, we didn't get to 14,000, we didn't get to 12,000, but we could have. So a few buys missed out, but we were in the market. What happened next? We went on that crazy beginning of year rally. I think I was in Switzerland. Price came down to 20,000. Came on the show. This was the banking crisis, and I said $20,000 Bitcoin. Buy. Again, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. This is, I think, is a great buying opportunity in my opinion. And that was 20,000 because we're back to that buy level. This was the first test to say that we put in a higher low. This is what higher lows are important. There's a low and then there's a higher low. People are often asking me about how to trade, and they say they're picking up a lot of things during the show. So this is for those people out there. You see the low here and then a higher low put in place. Low was scarier to buy. And then we continued up. Again, a few trades along the way. There was an amazing trade that we did on leverage. Took it up to 30,000. Then at 30,000, this was when I started getting cautious. 30,000, not, the risk is higher. If this continues to the downside, this could be an area to pivot. So took a few profits, and then you see all the support lines we put in here in blue. This was areas to start buying in again, laddering back in, and that was at the 25,000 mark because higher low could be achieved there. There was the highs from here, which we wanted to get involved in, and then it hit 30,000 again. 30,000 was a bit where it was sort of risk off. Oh, sorry, it's more risky to be involved. So we were selling again at 30,000. Then we came back down to 25,000. So buying again. During all of this time, there was a few things in the back of my mind. Is the bull market is this going to be the bull market? Are we going to be coming back down to 15,000? That's why the 15,000 mark was being put out there. Normally we have a double bottom before the bull market. That's why we're a bit cautious. So we're selling at 30,000 slightly, buying back in at 25,000 because we wanted to be fairly risk off, leaving some capital in case we did come back down. And the market wasn't in a great place. The interest rates were going up. There was uncertainty in the market. So we're a bit laid back, still invested. Look at the crypto challenge. The evidence is there. 40% invested, buying altcoins, but not going all in. Because going all in is points where there's a big crash in the market. You want to have money, and I never want to be all in unless I get a great opportunity, like oil. When oil came all the way down and went negative, great opportunity. You couldn't buy it negative, obviously. You couldn't buy it at $5, but you could buy it at I think $10 before trading was stopped. That was a no-brainer. That was an all-in situation. If Bitcoin dropped again and went down to under 10,000, that's an all-in situation. 25,000 is not an all-in situation. The first time Bitcoin hits 16,000 is not an all-in situation. It's a buying opportunity, but it's not an all-in situation. So this was an area to buy in again. Recession hasn't come. It's come in the UK. Nothing. The markets have been kept up in the US economy, which is good. No recession. Will it come? I think so. This thing can take a long time to play out, longer than I expected. We've come to a point where there's elections coming up. I'm not going to get all conspiracy theory, but people like to keep the markets in a good place before an election. Otherwise, everyone's going to be focused on the market's going down. We can't vote for who's in power now. COVID came in. It wasn't Trump's fault, but COVID came in and obviously lost the election. Maybe that was the reason, maybe that wasn't. But what I'm trying to get at is a bad economy at a time of election is not good for the president there. So I'm sure they want to keep the markets in good health. So we've got to a point where, are we going to get a recession when I said we are Q1 of this year? I don't think so anymore. I think we're too close to elections now. I didn't take that into consideration. But even without trying to time it and trying to say when a recession is, we were still invested because crypto was in a low risk area. And I always believe it should be part of your portfolio. So we were buying. The evidence is there, 50% in. I can show you in my private Discord. I'm not going to show you because obviously it's a premium membership that we are actually stopping I'm stopping the premium membership mainly because I want to give as much away as I can for free on these Sunday shows, and I want to do it in a way where it's helping people the most. Maybe a way through Martyn. So it's not gone forever, but the people on it now are seeing refunds and stuff like that. If anyone's still part of it and wants to send me a message, I'm happy to discuss where it's going. All the members obviously are still going to get one-on-one access with me, but we're going to do it in a different way, and I want to stop charging for that for the moment. But when I'm looking through my Discord now, some buys posted. People can go look at the charts and see where these were. Dogecoin, the buys were posted at 7 cents, 7 cents, and 9 cents. That's when we bought Dogecoin, and I think it's doubled now. XRP buys were posted at 37 cents. Obviously, before my premium membership, we were buying at 30 cents on the show. What else did we buy? We bought Litecoin at $88. I'm not sure where Litecoin is, but I'm sure it's above where it is now. We bought Chainlink at $7. ICP at $5. What's ICP at now? I'm sure it's much more than that. So people calling me the ultimate bear and not being involved. ICP is now $13, basically a 3x. What else do we have? Sand at 65 cents. I don't think that's performed amazingly. 66 cents. So that hasn't moved that much. All the rest have doubled. Filecoin at $5. What's Filecoin at today? $10. That's double. Mana at 60 cents. 65 cents. Again, we would have bought it lower, on our second buy, but these are our first buys when we're getting started. What else do we have? Arweave at $6, $30. Look at that, 5x. Osmo at 8 cents. Osmo today is at $1.60. MSR at $677. It's like MSK, but MSR. So MSR USD. Where is MSR? We've got it on. There we go. It's at $2,000 today. So the buys were there. Again, obviously, XRP was a big one at 30 cents. Bitcoin we're buying at 15,000, 17,000. Dogecoin at 7 cents. Ethereum Classic as well. So those are some examples. I was just looking at the Discord today of buys posted, and on average they're 3, 4, 5x. So yes, I was cautious, but we were invested. About 50% cautious, so I was 50% invested, and that 50% has, again, if you look at Martyn's crypto portfolio, which you have a look at, he will show it to you when he's live on Monday. That portfolio started at 1,000. We invested $400, and now it's sitting, I think, over $2,500. So you can see from $400, and that's over 3x on average. So even while being cautious, you can still make money. And now what it looks like, let's go back to the Bitcoin chart, because I don't want to deviate too much from the point here. So what happened next? These lows were put in, and it was sort of a double bottom at this sort of 25,000. My thesis was, if we break 30,000, which I was more against breaking 30,000, that's why I was saying 15,000. But if the chart changes, if the narrative changes, then I'm going to change. And my idea was, if we break 30,000 with volume, with quite a big candle, then we're in bull market mode. And that's what happened. 30,000 we broke. And look at that candle there. You can see why it's such an important level. You broke it, and you really haven't stopped. That 30,000 took us to 48,000. Bitcoin ETF came out. What did I say? It's going to be a sell the news event. It's another buying opportunity. It came back down. Oh, here we go.
I don't think I have ever super chatted the Sunday Sensei show before, so wanted to show some support, brother.
Amazing. Thank you very much, MSK. It all goes to supporting the channel, keeping us live. Thank you very much. It means a lot, MSK. Do appreciate that. Let's give you some fireworks. I must have fireworks. Here we go. Thank you very much. Let's give you some fireworks. Amazing. Yeah, so then we came down to 40,000. Again, buying opportunity. What is it again for all the people who like to learn the charts? It's another higher low. This was a double bottom, so again bullish, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. And then what happened? We broke this all-important trend line, which goes back to sort of 2021. You see this green line, follow it here, low, low. We broke it. The trend has changed. Then we broke 50,000. Let's go to a different chart. We were looking at maybe Coinbase. You can see these levels. You test them and then you break through. You break 46,000. This black line is the same as that green line I just showed you there. And then you're off. What's next? All-time high, 69,420. It's the all-time highest, believe it or not. Here we go. Oh, if you write something, it reads out. But Vincent, thank you so much. $20 super chat. That's going to go towards the channel, keeping us live. It really do appreciate it. Thank you for showing the love and support. Please do hit the like button if you are watching. Thank you, Vincent, and thank you for being a fan of the show and joining us. We do appreciate it. This is all. I'm not just going back on randomly. This is all lessons people should take, and just clarifying a few things. So again, let me just go back here. When we broke 30,000, then the idea of 15,000 starts to drop off a little bit. We break 30,000. I'm in bull mode. I stop thinking about the opportunity of coming back down to 15,000. I'm already invested 50%. I'm happy. If I see opportunities, I'll buy more. 3 days ago, I saw an opportunity with Filecoin. I bought more. It's up 25% in 3 days. Very happy about that. We're in bull market mode now. You break 46,000, a little bit wary again. It's a high risk zone, but you break it with such volume and support, ETFs out, and it seems like we're going into bull mode. This is reminding me of the beginning of coming up to the halvening. And what do we have now? The halvening coming up in 2 months, which is crazy to think it's come around so quickly. And that's just another reason why I think this bull market is back in action. 30,000 breaking that was the first idea, that the higher lows, the ETF news coming up, breaking that 46,000, the retest, another higher low. And now we're coming up to all-time highs at 69,000. If you look at Bitcoin against against the pound, we've made all-time highs again, I think, or we're about £200 away from making it. So we're in all-time high mode against the pound chart, but obviously everyone likes looking at it against the dollar. So how far away are we from all-time highs? Let me give you the percentage. Are we going to hit it this week? Probably 10% away. What do I think is going to happen now? We're in bull market mode, so what does that mean? What have we historically seen with bull markets? Volatility, lots of upside, altcoins going crazy, and also a lot of manipulation, a lot of shaking out people, a lot of people getting back in leverage. It'll be, the market always hurts the bulls and the bears. So what's going to happen is there's going to be big moves up, everyone's going to get in leverage, and then there's going to be flush outs of the longs. The market's going to drop 30%. Historically, in bull markets, there's going to be drops between 20 and 40% downside. And that's going to, people are going to get liquidated, take out the longs and leverage out the market. And the same the opposite side. So the bears get wrecked, the bulls get wrecked, and how the bulls get wrecked is those drawdowns of 30-40%, and the bulls, and the bears get wrecked because you're going to be moving up 50% at a time in a move. So you look at this bull market here. Obviously, let's disregard the COVID crash because we haven't got that black swan event like a recession, for example. What we've got here is accumulation, upside, downside, and then a run like we've been at now, and then in a matter of 2 days, the market drops 20%, altcoins drop 30%, people get flushed out. Then you go on another quite a nice move up. Then you go up another, I don't know, how much did you go up in this move here? Another 142% on Bitcoin. And then what happens? That's when the bears get wrecked, and then a 31% move downwards. Everyone panics, everyone sells. And then what happens again? It's bull market mode, so then you keep going up. And what that means is you go up another 100%, and then what happens is a bull market, people get flushed out, you drop another 28%, and dropping 28% is very significant, and especially when it's in a few days, everyone panics, and that's what's coming is drops like this. It's a bull market. There will be times where you drop heavily, another 46% upwards, and then there's drops 19%. And you get the idea. So, and you might start stalling out, which might be times to sort of take profits. You keep going up and down, and then you get drops that really scare everyone. 50% drops might come. It might be a 40% drop that starts scaring people, and then without any time to sort of reflect on it, you're already up another 134%. And this is when the altcoin season is, that second move up from Bitcoin. Alts were going crazy in this period here in November of 2021. And then that was the end. And then it goes like that. And then you have to wait another 4 years. Is there going to be a super cycle this year, this time around? Maybe, maybe not, probably not. We have to wait and see. But let's go off what we've seen before, which is, the reason it's important to have this conversation is because we're in bull market mode, and it could be just the beginning. But what I'm expecting from Bitcoin is $200,000 in this bull cycle, maybe this year, maybe next year. You've got 2 years for this bull market to play out. What am I expecting for XRP? $5 to $20. What am I expecting for Litecoin? $500. What am I expecting for Shiba Inu? All-time highs. What am I expecting for Dogecoin? $1. They're like 10x's away for some of them. What am I expecting for Ethereum? Maybe 10, 12, 13, 14,000 dollars. So there's a lot of money to be made. There's going to be better buying opportunities, I think. What's going to happen next week? Let's have a look. So we're at $63,000 now. 10% away from all-time highs, maybe a little bit of resistance, maybe we shoot right through it. What's the next target? I think we start now looking at sort of Fibonacci retracements. Let's just have a look at what they give us. Let's go from the all-time highs to the bottom. $100,000 is the real next point where it's make or break. We break 100,000, we're probably going a lot higher, and $100,000 is going to pose a big resistance, I think. So you can start setting up your shorts at 100,000. But in the short term, what am I thinking? I'm thinking we're going to get somewhere like, if we break all-time highs, probably going to go to somewhere like 80,000 and then retrace maybe 20-30%. Break all-time highs. People are going to have stop losses and take profits set there, but it's probably going to go above. Head to 80,000, and then we're going to have a pullback. We hit $80,000 in the next, before the halving. I'm taking profits. I'm happy with 15,000 to 80,000. I'm going to tell Martyn, let's take some profits. Let's get out. It's getting at a bit high risk. Not to be out of it for the next 2 years, but to take profit, significant amount of profit, 60, 70, 80% out of the market, especially on Bitcoin, until we get what's traditionally happened in bull markets, which is a 40% pullback, 30% pullback. We start getting them, then yes, we're going to take our profits, we're going to buy back. But the next time we get 40% pullback, then I'm going to buy back in. And if we break all-time highs, then I'm going to start selling. That's what we've got at. But I wanted to give you that context because bull markets are volatile, a lot of money to be made. A lot of scam coins are going to come. A lot of emotions are going to come in play. My best advice is, you've bought a coin, you want to try get rich with crypto. Good luck to you. It's very possible it's going to happen, but have areas that you want to sell. So you're buying today, I don't know, Shiba, or let's just say Dogecoin at 10 cents. And you're saying to yourself, oh, if I 2x that, that's really good. Then put a limit order in place, 20 cents sell. Because when it gets to the point, you're going to get greedier and greedier and greedier, and you're going to keep holding until you get wrecked and you lose it all. And before you know it, the bull market's over and you haven't made any money. So stick to your plans, sell some at certain points. If you don't want to get all out, then put limit orders of 10%, 20%, just to secure those profits. Put it in a different account and put it towards a rainy day, put it towards, at least buy something physical, do something with the money. So I assume 60-70% of people here lost money in the last bull market, even though there was gains of 500%, 10x's, 20x's, 30%. I'm sure a lot of money was lost. So we don't want to be those people. We want to take profits. We don't want the emotions to get to us, and we don't want to get too greedy. So let's put limit orders in place. And I'm sure that Dogecoin will go much above 20 cents, but you want to secure those profits. You want to get into the habit of buying at a price and having your eyes set on selling at a certain price as well. I'm sure XRP goes to $2.50, I'll take profits. At the point of $2.50, I'm probably going to not want to. I'm probably going to want to. I think it's going to go to $10 at that point, but it probably will go to $10 if it's in a bull market. But I'm happy to sell just to keep my emotions in check, to secure some profits in case something bad does happen. Let's fast forward 6-7 months, a year. A recession does come in place. Where will Bitcoin go? Do I still think 15K is a possibility? Probably not. What do I think a possibility is? 40,000, 30,000. If it heads back down to 30,000, then I'll definitely be a buyer. The rest of the money, the 60, 70, 50% in cash will be deployed. But right now, I'm happy to play with the 40%. Happy to buy in monthly as DCAs. The altcoins that look promising. But I think we're in bull market mode, and I think we've been there since 30,000. So let's sit back, relax, enjoy the coins we've already bought, and see how high they go. And when Bitcoin hits 70, 80,000, well, let's take some profits out of Bitcoin, and put it towards the altcoin fund, and put it towards buying something for ourselves, treating ourselves, or putting it towards a rainy day fund in a 5% growth account. Let's do that. And what's going to happen with the altcoins? If Bitcoin goes sideways, altcoins go up. Bitcoin's been going sideways like this. And look how much altcoins have gone up. Ethereum, when Ethereum goes sideways as well, altcoins go up. So Ethereum's gone sideways for 4 days, and altcoins Let me just show you a buy I made the other day. Ethereum's gone sideways like this. Filecoin's gone up 45%. Ethereum's gone sideways. This is the times we like for altcoins. Shiba Inu has gone up. Jeez. 100%. Ethereum's gone sideways. Dogecoin's gone up. 40%. So when Bitcoin cools off, Ethereum cools off, remember altcoins are going to start going up. If Bitcoin comes down slightly, altcoins probably won't get affected. If Bitcoin comes down 30%, altcoins are going to come down 50%. So those are the buying opportunity days, and they are going to be coming up probably after we hit all-time highs. And that's my thoughts on crypto. Let me know if you have any questions. And I think we're going to turn it into a video. So thank you, Martyn. I'll pass it back to you now. Let's make a mental note of that. 40 minutes. Sorry guys, I went on for a bit of a rant, but I just wanted to get that all out there. Let me know if you have any thoughts. I'll probably send that out as a video as well and see how many people watch through that. Let's see what comments we had during the live. Thank you for the super chats again, Vincent and MSK. I'm ready to give fireworks to Vincent as well. Thank you, Vincent. In 2019, while at Apprentice World, I paid while at Apprentice World, I paid $100 for a Bitcoin. I still own it. Never ever opened the wallet. Not even sure I know how. Wow! Congratulations to you. You were before the masses. So, congratulations. The sticker says it all. No way. All-time high is 69,420. Yeah. Yep, it is. It's funny, isn't it, James? It didn't show the sticker. Oh, you sent a sticker. Oh, thank you very much. Yes, it won't show the sticker. It only reads the comments, but that's appreciated. I can see the sticker now. MSK, that's not up to me. Complain to Martyn. I just do a stream. I hope the halving will help Terra Wolf. Oh goodness, yeah, I'm not. It's hard. I think obviously Bitcoin miners want to be selling their Bitcoin because it's going up to fund what they're doing, but it definitely will. I mean, look, the chart has so much upside, and when it gets to height, a few months in, when the bull market really starts kicking off, all-time highs, when the halving comes up, when everyone starts talking about it, news outlets and everything, I'm sure it will. Fisker above $2 by end of month. It can happen, Stefan. We're going to look at Fisker and Sound in a second and SPCE. I think Fisker is due for a short squeeze, so hit the like button if you want to see my analysis on that in a second. Just reading through the comments before we look at this. Bull market. Fisker above, yes. Ed Nevius is here. Always great to see Ed here. Yes, the market's designed to try to take your money. Yes, exactly. It will hurt the bulls, it will hurt the bears, it will hurt everyone. You just need to keep laser focused. MSK, let's just hope Henrik doesn't screw up the deal. If you're holding Fisker, draw your pivot points, in my opinion. Jose Quintana, please can you cover Tesla after the main? Yes, we can, Jose. If I do forget, do let me know. How do you plan to take profits from the bull market and exit? James, it's a fully loaded question, to be honest. There's many ways to do it. The way I do it is when I'm buying a coin, there's a point where I'm like, okay, I want to make a 3x, 4x, 5x with this coin. When it gets to that point, I sell it. And then I keep some. I sell maybe 50% at that point. If it gets more risky, I sell another 20%. But then I always keep 20% of the coin for when you start looking at Bitcoin and when you start seeing is it turning into a blow off top? Is there indications? Is there a bearish divergence on over 3 months? Looking at different social risks. I've got different softwares to look at that. And then I make and then if we start coming down and make a lower high, then that's another point where I start thinking, okay, bull market might be over. It's in the same sort of 4-year cycle territory, and that comes all later when I start really looking into that, when you can clearly see when a bull market and we take over all-time highs and we do a sort of a 2, 3, 4, 5x from the all-time highs. Then you start being vigilant and looking at the charts in a longer time frame, and then you start deciding, is the bull market over? And then at that point, taking more profits, no matter what the price is. Bitcoin's sort of topped out. Let's give it another 1 month, 2 months of altcoins to continue flying. And then when I'm happy with my 10, 15 X's, then I start taking profits from that as well. So you start looking at how the chart is looking as well when it gets close to the time where the bull market should be over, as well as having set prices you want to take profits at as well. And that might be all-time highs for some coins. For example, if File coin goes to all-time highs, then of course that's the point I'm going to be selling a large amount. It's getting to the point where these new coins are going to be emerging, and I'm going to have to look at them. If they haven't moved, like Casper or something like that, I'm going to put some money in because it's a new coin. It's starting up again. I've made money with some of my XRP, some of my File coins, some of my last cycle coins, and then I'm going to start putting it into them as well. Adnovius Fisker needs to break pivot point on then 0.1 on resistance on many levels. Thank you, Ed. Sensei, when is the halvening? Do you think it will happen on the date? What do you think will happen on the date and week after? Do you think pump and quick dump, or just pump? It's the halvening's in 2 months, or just less than that. We'll be talking about it more in a few weeks' time. We're looking at exact dates, because obviously it's not by the day, it's about how many blocks are mined, and that could have a ±5 day effect. So it's about just less than 2 months. What do I think will happen? I think we're going to continue a bull rally until the halvening, and then on the day before, just like the Bitcoin ETF, quite a big drawdown, and then we're going to continue in bull mode, as long as nothing else has happened to the economy or wars and stuff like that. When crypto, when in crypto and in crypto is pumping, it's hard not to wake up in the night, go check your phone just to see it's not started to drop. It gets intense. Exactly, James. You must be through it before. Yeah, it's intense. No one said it's going to be easy, but as long as you don't put in more than you afford to lose, as long as you're taking profits along the way, it'll make it much easier, and keep yourself in check. Vincent Antonio says, I'm new to crypto, so trying to understand about hard wallet. Do you have a hard wallet? And if so, which brand do you think is the best? Yes, I have a hard wallet. I have a link for it as well. It gives you, I think, $15 of. I'm just going to link it for anyone else who wants it as well. So what I'm going to explain it as well. I don't know what I did. I think that I've given you the code now. So what I use as a ledger, I think it's probably one of the best. They're all. Where's your comment? Let me see what you said. Yeah. So if you're putting a significant amount of money, I don't know, $1,000 plus, I'd recommend having a ledger. And what it does, it's keeps your private keys offline. Do you have a hard wallet, and if so, which brand is? Yeah, so Ledger I think is best, and that's the link. And I would recommend having a hard wallet for your crypto. But yeah, I think I've answered your question. If you have any other questions about it, let me know. I don't use a hard wallet, just a DeFi wallet. That's another way to do it, James. I just think for people it's simpler to have a hard wallet, and arguably safer. It was MSK. It wasn't there when it was announced on Sensei's screen. Martin, I didn't see, but I don't think the sticker was shown. It was just that was 2 super chats. One was read out. The second one, MSK's, was read out, but the second one was because it was a sticker. It was just the name of the person. I don't think it showed the sticker. Academics, I love this. NES education and being your own CEO on.
I don't think I have ever super chatted the Sunday Sensei
this
show
is.
before, so wanted to show some
Is this
support.
another
brother.
super chat? Oh no, it's being replayed. I think Martyn is testing. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think Martyn, we're looking at the second super chat. Instead of writing something, Vincent just put a sticker, and I don't think there's a way to show the sticker. So if you do want to send a super chat, if you write a comment like MSK, it'll be shown. Ednevius, thank you. Fisker is not a stock. Yeah, we're looking at Fisker in a second. Sensei, awesome. What broker do you? Thank you, Vincent. It's being replayed. Jose Quintana, what broker do you use? Sensei for crypto, all over the place, really. I mean, I've started just using Revolut because the reason I use Revolut now is it's quite funny. Back in the 2021, I was just scrolling through 2020 and stuff like that, and I just had really good luck picking coins on Revolut, and it was really easy to see. But of course, I use Coinbase, Crypto.com, KuCoin, and the Ledger as well. But Revolut is quite a good one as well. But I've heard a lot of people get banned and stuff like that, so I think I might get a hard wallet. I'll look at Ledger recommendation by Sensei. Yeah, please do, James. Yeah, sticker's not there. No, I don't see it. Let's have a look at the likes. Do we have enough likes to do the FSR and SoundHound? 40 likes, 26 watching. Yep, I think we do. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button.
This is a test super chat alert for $58.
Amazing. If we hit 100 likes today, I will be donating $100 to Zach, charity partner in Uganda. He helps with education, providing books, pens, simple stuff like that. He helps with really big stuff like borehole projects where providing clean water to thousands of people, and he's direct on the ground. So when I send him the money, it's right to him. It doesn't go for paying for people's salaries that work at a charity. It doesn't go to there's no way anyone can get in between it. So that's why I like to partner with Zach. So if we do hit 100 likes, I will be donating $100 to Zach. As long as Sensei will be able to, yes, that's right. Hit the like button, says James. Sensei, there is an echo as it reads it out. Do you have two audio sources open? Oh, it must be, I think it must be, because obviously I hear it as well, so it must be getting picked up by my microphone. Sometimes when I know I'm playing anything, I just turn the speaker down a little bit. Oh, you don't understand. No, so Martyn, I think what we were discussing was there was two super chats, one from MSK, which obviously was read out perfectly. The second one from Vincent. He didn't write anything, but it wasn't a super chat, it was a super sticker he sent. And what we were saying is we don't see this sticker on the screen. But obviously with what we use, I don't think it allows us to show a sticker instead of reading something out. So I think what they were discussing is they weren't happy that they couldn't see the sticker. MSK was saying boo. But that's what we weren't able to see. The actual sticker. It wasn't a super chat, it was a super sticker, $20 sent. Hey, thanks for sharing. Great info. Which app best trade in UK? Thanks so much. It just depends what coins and sometimes what gives you access. Coinbase is probably the best. If you have Revolut banking, then Revolut is quite an easy way to just not send money to a different exchange, and you can buy crypto on there. Swissborg is also good. KuCoin is also good. Crypto.com is also good. With KuCoin, I'd normally send it to a ledger to be safe. Kraken is good. It depends what coin you want to buy and if there's a way to buy it on a centralized exchange. So you don't have to go to PancakeSwap or Uniswap to try and buy these coins and then be I have to pay gas fees, which are really high. So it depends what coins you want to buy. If there's specific ones, if you just want to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe Revolut, maybe Coinbase is best for you. Send me a message in Discord, and I'm sure I can help. Let me see if I can turn that on. Great to hop on and see my friend Lover. Yes, Devius, always great to have you in the chat. Always great to see you, and thanks for all you do as well. Sensei, can you quickly look at QBTS stock chart? D-Wave Quantum, 200 minutes. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't have a look at it, but just because you're not a member. But if you become a member, then I'm sure I can look at it for you. I joined Bybit. I know. Oh no, Bybit. I think you meant, and they stopped in the UK. It's so annoying because there was options trading, and I had some big options opened for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but they closed it, and I don't even want to think about it. Only super chats, not stickers. Do you understand the badges to become a member? That's the membership link. So Abraham, if you want to become a member, then I can look at that for you quickly. So yeah, Bybit. Yeah, Bybit. Very annoying. Especially the fact that they had options. I don't actually know any other crypto options where you can do without being an accredited investor. I'm really unhappy you brought up Bybit, James. They shut down their services, and they're one of the good ones. Let's have a look at our main event for today. Actually, let's leave FSR to the end because FSR is actually probably the more interesting one. Let's do sound first. We did cover the SoundHound earnings. If you were there with me, we had a good time playing around with the charts during it, and a good time while Martyn was doing FSR. We were having more fun doing SoundHound. Even though we had less viewers, I'm sure we had more fun. So thank you all for choosing to watch SoundHound if you did. MSK, I know you were in the other one, but I know you have much more invested in FSR, so you are forgiven. But now you're here. Let's look at SoundHound. So this is after hours here. You can see what we were trading. A parallel channel. It's actually this area here was during the earnings. We're playing around. Down was what we thought at 68 cents. I put an arrow pointing downwards, saying that we're heading to $6 after the event. We had a discussion and obviously said we're going below $6, and there's a possibility we come down to $5 in the next couple of weeks. And what I was explaining. So let's do it as a video actually. So if anyone misses it, we can show them the video during the week. Let's see it in the chat. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it as a video. What I can take. So sound 50. Okay, let's do it as a video, and will be coming out tomorrow if Martyn has time. Thank you, Martyn. Yes, let's have a look at okay. That's the first time I've actually messed up a video. Sorry, let me do that again. I need to change the time of that now. I don't know what made me laugh. I'm just gonna laugh again. I've never had a blooper for a video before. For those who don't understand, I'm going to do the analysis for sound for everyone who's live. Then you can ask your questions, and you'll be seeing it firsthand. But I'm also going to make it as a video, so it can come out later. And the way I normally make it is saying thank you to Martyn because he introduces it, but obviously he's not here to introduce it. He edits it later. But it made me laugh for some reason. Let's see. Okay, no more comments. So let's try that again without laughing. So exactly on the hour mark. Thank you, Martyn, for the introduction. Yes, let's have a look at the chart for SoundHound AI. Obviously, I covered it live for the earnings, so thank you for anyone who joined me there. Now it's a couple of days after the earnings. We're going into a new week. What do I think? Where do I think the stock is going? Long term, mid term, and short term? I'll show you now. If you have just joined in, please do hit the like button, and I can do more technical analysis on this stock and others. I would be doing one on FSR as well, and I just did a Bitcoin video, which should hopefully be linked at the end, or you can find it on the homepage of this channel. But please do hit the like button, and what I'm going to show you now is, first I'm going to start off with how it traded during the earnings, because it's a little bit important, and I'll show you what we were doing during the earnings. Over here is after hours on Thursday, where we covered the earnings live on the second channel, Martyn Lucas Extra, and we saw a parallel channel being formed, and then also sort of a bear flag. We came down, obviously we missed on earnings. Nothing too bad happened. Obviously we went up 14% and then we came 14% down the same day. What I thought from trading this during the live earnings call was, when it came up to the point of 64 cents, I drew an arrow down, and a lot of people saw. What I was saying is, we've got to a point where a bear flag's forming and we're probably going to see more downside. And just during that call and just after, it was about an 8% move to the downside we saw. And that's just for pure technicals, and that's why I think technicals are important. And then obviously we came down to just below the 6 cent mark. And then I've drawn this arrow here coming down to $5. And some people might think that's really bad for the stock, but I think going down to $5 it will be probably one of the most healthy things for the stock. This stock has gone up in the last sort of 2 weeks. And you can see the bottom that we put in play here, 400%. The stock needs to cool off, but not too much. The momentum needs to carry on, but it also needs to form a nice structure that it can keep up. So let's get rid of all the trading from there, so we have a clear chart. And let's look back a bit. This stock has traded as high as $17 in the past after the IPO. And then it's accumulated for basically 636 days of accumulation. Parallel channel, it's been oversold in the parallel channel, overbought in the parallel channel, oversold in the parallel channel, and now it's breaking out the parallel channel. And if you look at my last video, what we were saying is $5 is the first target, next target's $9. This area right here, which I'll change in a different color so you know what I'm looking at, here. This was the resistance level, and we've broken through it. And what I want to see now for more of a mid-term, long-term trend is coming down and testing it as support. We haven't come back down and tested this area as support. If we do test it as support, if we do come back down to somewhere like $4.70, then that's a good retest, and then we can head over to $9. It will put the support in place, it will put in a higher low, and the trend will continue upwards, but not unrealistically upwards. Yes, the stock can go up 400% in 3 days, but it needs to cool off a little bit. It doesn't need to cool off too much. It needs to drop off 40%, just like Bitcoin does in bull markets. Drop 40% and continue upwards. The RSI can stay overbought for a long while if it's in its bull phase. If it's been accumulating for this long, it can continue to go up 100% a day if it wants to. But there needs to be points where it comes in and retests. And the area for it, a good retest would be between $4 and $5. And again, I was trying to see if there's any clear trend line, but there's really not. You're looking to come back to maybe the $5 range, and that would be the next buying opportunity. I wouldn't be buying it now. I said I wouldn't be buying at $8. We were buying this at $1.50, and if you're still in, take some profits and leave some to go higher. But the next real target for me is $9 for this, and then once you break $9, obviously the next real big resistance, and it can happen very quickly, is $17, and that can happen in a day, 2 days. It can head up to $18. The earnings call wasn't that bad. There was good news. They're partnering with a lot of places. Nvidia, for example, gave them a good investment. So the stock's looking good. It can continue on this bull trend, but don't be surprised if it comes down to $5 and you have another buying opportunity. And if the markets stay the way they are, if the S&P stays bullish, then the money will flow into these smaller market cap stocks like SoundHound AI. But that's my quick analysis for you guys. And I'll pass it back to you, Martyn, now. Thank you very much. 105.10. Yeah, so I created that as a video as well. But let me know if your thoughts on SoundHound in the charts now. Let's have a quick look at the comments before we look at SPCE. And then we'll look at FSR. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button. It looks like we're going over an hour today. 2 streams this week I did. It's exciting stuff. I love how the channel's growing, and I'm loving all the members for being all supportive, and I'm sure a lot of people are making money now, so everyone's happy. Let's see. 35 people watching, 40 likes. Have we got more than 40 likes? I think we might have. I'm trying to get to 100 likes just to see if we can donate $100 to Zach today. 45 likes. If we don't, I always do donate to him, and there'll always be another stream to get to 100 likes, but let's see if we can do it today. This is Sensei Live, so yes, he covers this. I just love what he does. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. Here's and says Martyn Legend agreed. Thank you, guys. Martyn, make a cartoon picture of Sensei holding the smash the like banner to appear on screen when he presses the like button. For Sensei's live shows. Thank you, James. Ed Nevis, I will take a hammer and smash that like lol, but we'll order a new phone first. Yes, please do, Ed. They're great people, good friends, love them. Thank you, Ed. It's always great to talk to you, and I hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for the trades you post in the Discord. Appreciate it a lot. Plug, please. Ramesh, if you remind me at the end, after I do SBC and FSR, we'll look at it. Thank you for doing the show every Sunday, Sensei. It's much appreciated. Thank you, James, for being here. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Vincent, I liked it before it started, Vincent. Thank you, Vincent. Like it with all your accounts. Let's look at SPCE. Oh, what have I done? Okay. Thank you, Martyn. Yes, let's look at the technicals. Let's see if SPCE is looking any better. Let me provide you with an update on the chart basis of SPCE since the earnings and what I think is going to happen. I'm not going to go too much into the past of the stock because you've heard it all before. There was the 150 buy level, the 140 buy level, the 270 sell, the first area to get out. Again, I'm just going to reiterate my strategy, and it's not financial advice. I ladder in at low risk zones and I ladder out at high risk zones. I laddered in at, I think the first zone was 184. Go back in the videos and look. I think there was a little bit of buying at 184. Then there was 150. Well, 150 was always the level. I mean, ever since we broke 411. 411 was such a big level, if you remember back in the day. And then obviously there's been all these levels since, which we're breaking below. But the main level after we broke 411 was 150. We got 150 and then 140. So these were all laddering in buy zones. And yes, 184 wasn't a big loss at first. I mean, 30% loss to the bottom, but it was laddering and we bought some there. Most of it was bought at 150, more was bought at 140. And then we started moving up. A higher low was been put in. It was bullish. It was looking bullish. We headed up to 237. I mean, in a matter of a week or 2 weeks, we were already up 70% on SPCE. I don't think anyone's really made 70% with SPCE with their holdings. Everyone's just down, but you should be trading this as well. And anyway, we bought it up 70%. Came back down to 184, which was our first buy zone, turned it into support, created this trend line upwards. That was confirmation of a higher low, so higher low, higher low, higher low, looking good. The trend was up. Short squeeze territory above that $2.60, $3. If we broke $3, we'll probably be at $4.50. But we started rounding, putting a top in. It was at the same point where this resistance was at 260, so we started laddering out. Our first opportunity to start selling some. Second opportunity was this trend line here, the green trend line, which was the bottom of at $3.25 in December of 2022, the next bottom at $3, which was the horizontal resistance, and also the green trend line at $2.99. And then the resistance, the support here, which we broke through, and then it turned into support, obviously, since we broke through it over here. And then when we broke back down, we broke the purple trend line, we broke the green trend line, which I just showed you where that came from, and then we broke this area where we were bouncing off. We bounced off it too many times. Now, this area here between $2.26 and $2.40 was the next area to sell. So we sold at $2.66, sold at $2.36, sold at $2.26. And the trend, you can see what it's looking like now. It's a high, a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. What's next? Lower low. So again, we're looking for maybe coming back down to, if it's best case scenario, coming down to 160 and bouncing up to 184. But the base case, I'm thinking it's back to 150, if not 140. We break 140, we're at $1. So trend is moving downwards. Anything can happen. News can come out when we're back at $2.35, $2.46. But I don't think we're breaking $3 anytime soon. And I think that the trend is down for the moment. We break 184 and start going upwards and putting another bottom in, then maybe we start looking at those targets. But for now, we're below 184. You've heard what I've said about 184. 184 is pretty crucial for this stock right now. We're below it. We're putting in lower highs, lower lows. $1.36 is what I'm thinking. Again, best case scenario, if you just look at a quick Fibonacci from the bottom to low, is we hold this level here. So again, line in the sand is 165. We break 165, 150, then 140, then maybe even $1. I'll keep you updated. You don't want to break $1.60 if you're a bull on the stock. You don't want to break $1.60. That's all I can say. Back to you, Martyn. 112.30. What do you guys think about SPCE? Coming on to the main event, which is FSR, the next review. Did I say Roman? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Vincent, I'll buy this rubbish under $1. That's where I buy it, to be honest. Might not get there, but where do I see quite good value for SPCE is $1. Because at that point, you can say 100x is like, it can happen. And that's when I like to buy a stock. Aim for 100x, take profit at 10x. I'll be happy to own SPCE under $1. I might never get there and I might lose my chance, but there's lots of opportunity out there, and you don't want to get set on one stock and lose out on everything else that's going up. I think SPC will pump one day, especially with Eric working for SPC and history with GameStop. James, I don't agree with, because Eric works for SPC and he worked for GameStop means it's gonna. I don't know if you're joking or not. Yeah, I don't think that would mean that. It will drop below $1. It is crap, but could make it back if it doesn't blow up first. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it blows up, it's game over. I don't need SBC own. Keep thinking to buy a little if it drops more. That's my thoughts. Hello, SBC is not looking good. Hello, Rob. Yes, SBC is not looking good. Sorry to everyone who's lost money to SPC. I tried to give as many warnings as I could. Yeah. Thank you, Rob, for your comment. Vincent, $100 for Okayan. Good luck to you. Neil says sell. It will break. Not flat. Adnevius, the problem with SPC below $1 in my opinion is a flat solid below $1. Then letter of delisting. Then get to get above is a reverse split. Yeah, there's risks definitely, but that's why it makes the reward even better. So under $1 is not a good thing. It's not like I'm going to buy because the company's in a good place. It's just because the risk is very high, but the reward is also very high. Under $1, more likely the company's going bankrupt, more likely something's going wrong. But the reward is obviously better if it does survive. We don't want it to go under $1 because that's not good for the company. It just makes me more enticed to buy it. FSR, 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 that's what we're looking at next. Here's the link for the morning show. Thank you, Martyn. Maybe if time allows, look at talk. Okay. After I do FSR, everyone needs to remind me. I'm going to do Tesla, plug, maybe talk. We are already 60 minutes running over, but I'm happy to be here. I'm trying to get 100 likes to donate $100 to Zach in Uganda, so please do hit the like button. But we're looking at FSR next. Nissan Wait, FSR. Thank you, MSK. Do you think it's worth allocating anything at this moment into space? There's lots of different space. Talk to Martyn tomorrow about different companies. I'm here to look at the technicals and talk about crypto and which ones are good, but I need to look at all the different space charts and tell you which ones I would go for. But I'm sure space is a good place to allocate your money as well. Is Bitcoin worth 8 trillion alone? Is Bitcoin worth 8 trillion? Bitcoin, I don't think it's worth 8 trillion, but it could definitely trade at 8 trillion. I think the big thing about this cycle will be is it going to take over gold's market cap? I think that would be the narrative. What's everyone's thought on Bitfarms? Bad advice. What's the advice, Neil? What's bad advice? I don't give advice. Who are you talking to? Just let me know what advice you think is bad, because I don't give advice. But also, I want to know what you're referring to. My money is in ASTS. Okay, time for FSR. Hit the like button if you've just joined and we're looking at FSR. Oh, everyone's back in for FSR. We've got 56 people watching, 45 likes. We're trying to get 100 likes so I can donate $100 to charity. 55 likes. Oh, amazing.
Morning Dove has become a member.
You became a member. Thank you, everyone. Just remind me of what you wanted me to look at. Space is not an investment. Space is not. Space is an industry. Are you talking about SPCE or? There's nothing wrong with putting 1%, 2%, 3% in the space industry. Has there been any news on Luna that tipped over the Luna landing? I haven't heard of anything, but yeah, again, I don't keep up too much with the stock news. Okay, let's give some fireworks because we just got a member join. Let's give you the fireworks. Ooh. There we go. Thank you for becoming a member. Martyn, who's the owner of this channel, who does all the work for this channel, who's the main star of this channel. I just do a 1 hour on a Sunday. That's basically all I do. Martyn will be live tomorrow, opening bell around that time, closing bell around that time. He'll explain to you all your perks and benefits, but your first perk and benefit is I will be doing the chart you wanted me to do. So just let me know again what that was, and we can have a look at it. He does all sorts. He gives you access to Discord. He does birthday songs for you, discounted on different softwares. Replies to your comments. A lot of these streams are just member only, so you can ask for reviews from him as well, all sorts of things. So thank you for becoming a member on my show. QBTS, it's been a great show. $40 super chat and a new member. $45. Thank you all for being so supportive of the show. I say oil 20%, probably farmlands. Space is not an investment. Space is not an invest. I don't know. That doesn't make space is not invest. What do you mean? Has there been any QBS to stock update, please? Have we got another stock request? Oh, there we go. No, it's you. It's the new member, of course. Let's do it for you now before we do FSR because you've just become a member for this reason. So let's do it for you first. And we'll also do it as a video for anyone who misses the show. So if you get confused why I'm saying thanks, Martyn, and stuff, because we're going to edit it into a video later. But let me do your review for you. Okay. If you are watching and you haven't become a member, there is the link for you guys there if you do want to become a member and ask for your stock. But first, let's look at this for our new member. Thank you, Martyn. Yes, let's have a look at this this stock I haven't looked at before. We just got requested by a new member, so let's see what I think about the stock. It's a fresh analysis. I haven't looked at the stock before. Let's have a look. So what the stock is D-Wave Quantum. It's got a market capitalization of 200 million, so fairly small company. About 100 million shares in float. I don't really look at the fundamentals. I'm just going to give you a quick. That was what I wanted to say about the fundamentals. Now let's look at the technicals. Let's look at the stock. I'm not here to give a fundamental review. Just what the chart's looking like, in my opinion. So this IPO'd at around $10. Went up to 11. Stayed pretty flat for. How long did it stay flat for? About nearly 600 days. It stayed flat. Very boring to hold at that point. Then it had a quick dump and a quick pop up, and then ever since it's come down. It's found its base. It's low at 45 cents. Headed up to $3. Came back down to 56 cents. Headed up to $1. Came back down to 67 cents. So just off the bat, I can see overvalued. Obviously, IPO'd. Then it's come back down, correction, capitulation. It looks like it's found its bottom, and it's looked like it's trying to get its footing. More people are holding it. People are looking at it as an investment. There's been higher lows, and it looks pretty good to go up. So if we just have a look at I want to look at a few things. One is there a clear uptrend? Can we connect the dots? Yes, we can. Next thing is, what's the Fibonacci level saying just from this high to low? That's saying somewhere like, that's saying the 161, the 1618 is normally where you can sort of try and predict where it goes using Fibonacci, and Fibonacci is a whole new, to explain it will take, I think, hours and hours. Just type in Fibonacci levels and you would understand why they're in place. And then just for the fun of it, let's put a downward sloping trend line like that. Connect the dots. Is there anything else going on? I'm just putting in just the basis of my charts. I like to keep them simple. Buy zones, sell zones, important pivot points. That's how I do my trading. Some people do it differently. This has always worked well for me. And then obviously you've got this. Not too much more to this stock, really. You have to start looking at maybe the daily and see if there's anything going on. Ooh. Yeah, you're certainly at a level now, aren't you? So this level here is where it came up to resistance, support, resistance, and you're trying to hold it at support. So okay, now let's dive into what I think and what these levels mean. So I'm not sure if you invested in it, not invested in it. I don't give financial advice, but let's say you bought this stock at $1.26. The first area to take profits is $1.72 because that's previous resistance and support as your first area to get out, maybe 10%, 20%, depending on if you took on leverage or if you want to hold it long term, all sorts of different things. But it's more high risk to be holding at this level. And then we've broken above it, and now we're testing it as support. Testing it support, and now it looks like we broke down, but we held it. The day closed at 172. If you break 172 again, then you might start coming back in a downtrend, and you might come down to $1.10. If you come down to $1.10, that's again when you start putting some more money in, start DCAing a bit more. But you need to hold 172 on the daily candle. If you hold this level here, then your next level you're going to come up to is this trend line here. And there's two ways this can play out. So let me get you the drawing tool. You've come up here. If you keep this candle like this, it's quite bullish. It just shows that the buyers came in. It must have been some bad news came out or something. Can we see what happened? If I click on this, sometimes we can see if there was any news. 2 days ago, Promoter law firm investigates claims on behalf of investors. Okay. So seems to be some sort of lawyer thing going on, but that's causing some volatility. But let's go back to the charts. So two ways this can play out. One is it holds what's happened here, quite bullish, and then you start trading upwards. You break this trend line here, you're probably going to go up, come down, and then that's when you're looking to head up. If you head up, then your first take profit level is $3. So if the chart plays something like this, then look to take some profits at $3. The next take profit level is between $5 and $4. If you continue up, maybe go sideways, drop below, come back up. That's one scenario. Scenario two is you start just coming back down, the next candle closes maybe here, and then you start coming down. That move, if you start coming below 172, is going to take you down to that $1.10 level. And then if you break the $1.10 level, the sort of line in the sand, which keeps this uptrend intact, is coming back down to maybe, depending on where you are in time, 78 cents. So you need to keep some money aside in case it comes down to $1 and 77 cents. But if you're already invested, you want to stay invested in case you have this second scenario. So it depends how much you believe in the fundamentals. Have a look at the fundamentals, but this is how the chart will play out. This is the way it can come down to the downside. So let me just draw it for you. You come down, you test, you come up, and then you test, and then you can start going sideways and then either break out or back down to the downside. Currently, you're looking like sort of a bull flag situation where the measured move starts taking you up. If you stay above this 172, you're looking at maybe breaking upwards from the breakout point, maybe $3, maybe $3.50, getting your way up there, and then you can always come back down for some support around the $2.50. But for now, what I'd keep my eyes on, let's get rid of some of these levels. Clear up the chart a bit. What you want to look at in the next few weeks, next couple of weeks, is are we still above this 172? If you start breaking down below it, then you're going down to $1 probably. If you stay above it, this bull flag is going to stay intact, and then you're going to break out this pennant shape, and then you're heading up. So that's my thoughts on it. Sorry I couldn't give you anything about the fundamentals. If you look at Martyn's show and request it, he can look at the fundamentals as well. But do keep a note of where my buy levels and sell levels are. But thank you for the request, and thank you for becoming a member, and thank you for watching this video if you're watching it later on, and please do hit the like button, and I'll pass you back to Martyn now. So 128.45. Okay, now we're going to have to do FSR now. Well, let's have a look at the comments before we look at FSR. We're really running over today. Why is it now 10:30? Please do hit the like button. So I need to read through these comments. Here's the link to become a member. Wow, I'm famous, got 32 followers on the Hicks Vincent thing. I'm in the house, what a tease. Sensei is going to extend this show. Yes, I am. Show some love to Sensei. Thank you, Martyn. You just meant Sensei's SPCE remove. What's all that behind your name? What's all that behind your name? Oh, it's badges. Sorry, I thought something behind me. It was rubbish. Rubbish. I'm not following. I'll get back in SBC. Have a look at the video. I mean, there's points if you stay above, then you're looking fine. But we've always known SBC is probably going to go sideways or bankrupt until the Delta fleet comes out. I'd buy a hat, a mug, and a shirt. Yeah, so if you look at your badges, you can see who's been here for 2 years, 1 year, new members is quite cool. Martyn will explain it tomorrow in his show for sure. That'll be his. I would buy rubbish. I'm still in profit with Virgin Galactic. That's amazing. You must have been buying at 150 level when we were saying. I hope you sold a little bit, but it's still a better average because even if you come down to $1, it's not like you're down 90%. Any member with a 2-year badge, you can join the community. I'm not sure if I've got a 2-year badge, so maybe I'm not part of the community. I know I had 2 accounts. I once became a member on my old account and then became a gold member for however long, and then I turned into a sponsor level. So I don't know how long my badge is for. When is Virgin Galactic doing its next flight? I'm not sure. Please ask Martyn. Tomorrow, rubbish. MSK will sell at a small pump. A small pump might come. Everyone thinking it's going down, it might. Remember, the market will try and wreck the bulls and the bears. So if everyone's bearish, it will pop up, and then all the bears will suddenly get really bullish and try and buy in, and then it'll wreck the bulls and the bears. Everyone loses out. That's what the market tries to do. So make sure you're not one of those people. We need 100 likes, says Vincent. Yes, we do. Please do hit the like button. I want to try and give $100 away to a charity partner today. If it's not today, then we'll do another something to try and give it away. Then should be doing double like button when you press one. Vincent, there are 41 viewers and you want 100 likes and you're a trader. No, but people do come in, they come in, come leave. So there might be new people that haven't hit the like, and then we stay live for another 15-20 minutes. Some other people come in and they haven't hit the like, so it's possible. That's why normally I have more likes than viewers, because some viewers have left and they've left. They don't remove their like when they leave the show. I don't think. Yeah, I know. It's a bit optimistic, but we did have more viewers before, and the viewers can come up, and then viewers can leave, and we can still get 100 likes with. You can get 100 likes with 20 people watching. It doesn't have to be the same 20 people watching. Oh well, I shared my followers, and I got over 7. Oh, thank you, Vincent. That's really kind of you. Having said that, I admire Henrik's persistence, and it was just a bit lol, but employing his wife and daughter in key position was a poor idea. That is a bad idea, MSK. Job role for FSR. Yes, please. FSR coming up now. Thank you so much, Sensei. I appreciate your insight. MSK, in my mind, nothing can go with Fisker since we bought it for almost free. Since we bought it for almost free. Nothing's free. Nothing is free. Okay, we've got another request. Funware. We've got too many requests. We're going to be here all night. What about SunPower? Any chance to pull up? We've got another request as well. But we don't have to do that request because you're not a member. Aiden Menard, let me copy this link for you. If you become a member, I'm going to be up all night. Can I copy this? I'm sure if you go up in the chat, you can see the link, and I'm sure Martyn will post it again. If you become a member, I will do your review straight away, and I'll have a look and see if there's any chance for a push up. But there is you have to put it's a member's perk. Sorry, so if you see everyone with a badge, they can all do requests. But if you become a member, I'll do yours straight away before I do anything else. I have 2 interviews coming up live, plus a star YouTuber all night, cash in the attic, with many more soon. That's very exciting, Martyn. Always love to see the Meet the CEO series is great. And Amina, if you become a member, I'll wait for you. Let's see if you become a member and I can do your review. MSK wants to see FSR. MSK, I might go to the toilet because it seems like we're going to be here all night. Let me give you a countdown of how long I think I'll be. And then we'll continue. Vincent wants to FSR. If you guys spam FSR in the chat while I'm away, I'll be back in 2 minutes. If you spam it in the chat, then we'll do FSR first. If we don't get lots of FSRs put in the comments, then we'll wait and do other stock reviews before. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I need to go to the toilet because we're doing an all-night stream, it seems. Just in time, look at that. Time has just gone off. Let's get rid of the timer. Okay, let's see the chat. FSR. Why did he get blocked? No one got blocked. It looks like we're doing FSR. Everyone can see if they're being called out for spam. Let's see. Good work, Martyn. Fisker is not going bankrupt. Worst case scenario, the company will be simply sold. FSR for sure. FSR. Make a cup of coffee and be back. Are you back, James? Did you make a cup of coffee? Sorry, a cup of tea? I need some coffee. I need some tea, but I need to go to bed. I've got work tomorrow. FSR. No, I'm not doing that. I would have been gone for much longer. Okay, take care all. FSR. Okay, looks like we're doing FSR. We're back. Okay, let's do FSR. Have you hit the like button? Are we doing FSR? Let's do FSR. How many likes do we have? Do we lose a few viewers while I was gone? No worries. The main people are still here. 68 likes. 68 likes. Amazing. We're so close to 100 likes. I'll probably only be live for another 20 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. Share it out. Let's do FSR. Let's turn it into a video as well. The other person didn't become a member. If you do become a member, I'll do the review for you as well. FSR, FSR. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a drink of water. We'll do it as a video as well, but everyone live will see the video first now. Okay. Thank you, Martyn. Let's have a look at FSR now. Is there a possibility for a short squeeze? What are we expecting this week for FSR? Let's have a look at the chart. Let's look at the short term, the mid term, the long term. If you have just tuned in, please do hit a like button, and I'll continue giving you updates for FSR and other stocks on the chart basis, on the technical basis. So please do hit the like button. If we do 100 likes on this video, I'll come back with another technical analysis video on FSR to give you an update during the week, over the weekend. Anytime. Let's see if we get 100 likes, and I'll do that for you guys. But now let's get straight into the charts. Let's do a quick review of the past, see where we are going in the future. IPO'd at $9, went all the way up to $25 in the bull market of 2021. Very, very volatile stock. It is a very volatile stock. You can see these swings are up 98%, then you sort of come back down. What's this thing? Then there's drops of 50%. So that's what you're dealing with the stock. It's a volatile stock. You know that when you get in. Don't put in more than you can afford to lose. It's a volatile stock. And now let's get into it. Into the more recent. This trend. The trend is down. The trend is down. Everyone knows this. The trend is down. So when you're investing, you're looking for swing trades here. So from here, what I always like to look at is what's the trend of the stock. And to identify the trend is very easy. You look at the high, then you look at a low. Then you look at a high, then you look at a low. So it wasn't a lower low, but it was a lower high, and then it was the same low. So it's sort of knocking on the door. Then it was a lower high, much lower high. That was also a lower high there. Now let's move down and see where it is now. So you can see it gave you plenty of opportunities to get out if you're investing long term for this stock in the past. And then again, the trend, lower low, lower high, lower low. And all this means is that the trend is intact. It's just new lows, new lower highs, new lows, new lower highs. And you can see what I'm tracking here is the lows, to give us an idea of where the lows are. So you look at this purple trend line, which is relevant for today, for today's price, is there was a low here, the next new low was here, the next new low was here, the next new low was here, and the next new low was here. And during this time, there were lower highs as well. But every time we hit this sort of area, there was a bounce, 50%. There was a bounce, 42%. There was a bounce, 42%. There was a bounce, 37%. There was a bounce, 66%. Now we look at more of today's price. Very big downtrend, sort of a capitulation down. Obviously, with the new earnings call, we can see why that was happening. Probably insiders selling because they knew what's going to happen, driving the price down. Again, this purple trend line here. What happened? We hit it. This is fairly recent in December of 2023. So basically beginning of 2020. December of 2023. Yeah. So I think we traded this here up 43% when it hit this line. And then we deviated even below the line. So the returns weren't that great, 30%, but only for a bit. Again, then we went sideways, and then the level is 72 cents that we're looking for now. What we've done again, from the earnings call when the bad news came out and when everyone panic sold, we've hit this purple trend line once again. We've already started the move up. We've already got a move of 56%. But what we're looking for is a move a little bit better. So let's go over to the 4-hour time frame. Each candle represents 4 hours now. And I want to turn off aftermarket trading to get a better view of it. I like to trade with the regular hours if we're not trading after hours. Also this trend line here. So what am I looking for now? We've hit this purple trend line, which we've seen what historically has happened. We've already got a bounce, pretty nice, 46%, and we're currently 24% up. But this can continue. It's oversold. What we've seen here now is a higher low on the RSI, even though it's a lower low. So what you've got here between these sort of 4 lows, you see this low here, low here, low here, low here. On the RSI, each of these lows is sort of a higher low. This low here to this low here, higher low, and now this low is a higher low. What that means is there's seller exhaustion, seller exhaustion, meaning less sellers coming in now, too much selling going on, we're oversold. And what that means with the lower lows and the higher lows on the RSI is typically, in what traders call it, is bullish divergence, meaning it's a bullish chart pattern. And looking at maybe a few Fibonacci's just from that high before the earnings to this low that we got after the earnings, this is the area I'm looking for to trade. I am fairly bullish for a risk reward situation. If you just want to trade in and out, this is the area I'll be looking for to get out. If you're already in, you bought it at the lows, or you want to buy, there is still another 53% to be made. This can happen this week, this can happen next week, it can never happen. But the risk reward situation, which would have been better to be buying it at the lows of the earnings, obviously, even now, still holding it is probably for a risk reward situation, you probably want to be holding it until 69, 68 cents. And that would be my target. That's my target for the stock. I think it might head up there. If it breaks past there, then there could be a short squeeze. If there's good news coming out of the Nissan deal, then you can start heading beyond that. But the majority of my the profits will be taken because the stock's been hammered down so much. Another 50% move to the upside, I'll be happy to take my money out. So 67 cents is the target for me. And that's my quick thoughts on FSR for you guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below or in the live chat, and I'll be happy to answer them. But back to you, Martyn. Let me know what you guys think about FSR in the chat. Again, I mean, I'm talking short-term targets. I mean, if FSR everything goes right, then obviously there's targets of $1.45 as well in play as well. But for now, you want to start breaking this downtrend and heading back above 72 cents. But 72 cents, another 50% move up. I think that's a sensible place to take 50, 60, 70% of your profits, depending on what your situation is, how much you're willing to lose, all that sort of stuff. Make your own decisions, but more high risk, more low risk down here. And bullish divergence, looking good for FSR. Market cap 258 million. It can be very volatile. I mean, look how volatile it was when the market cap was in the billions. It'll be much more volatile now. And short squeezes can occur in a couple of days. I mean, this was some sort of short squeeze was going on here. I mean, having a 4-hour candle, which has swings of 42%, some shorts were getting squeezed, some shorts were getting closed there. Okay, let's have a. If anyone wants to let me know what they want to look at, one was Tesla. Let's have a look at Tesla. Let's do it as a video. Thank you, Martyn. Let's have a look at the technicals for Tesla. Let's see where my short-term, long-term, and mid-term targets are. Firstly, let's zoom out and have a look at the stock. These are lower highs for the stock, and the lower highs continued this last year as well, as they were in 2022. You can see them marked here, lower highs, trends going down. The trend continued going down in 2024 as well as 2023. And now what I think for Tesla, we're in this parallel channel. These lows are here. I've put this one in here previously because I think we're going to come up to maybe the 208, 213 level and be rejected. If the S&P continues to go on a bull rally, then yes, the Tesla will start coming back up, and then the targets will turn into, can we break this trend? And breaking the downtrend would mean coming back up to 265. But these levels are very clear. You want to zoom out, you want to take a screenshot and see how that plays with your trades, please take a screenshot now. Break this parallel channel, you're probably going to start heading higher, but for now the trend is down. So what you're looking for is buying at 180, buying at 153, buying at 128. Those are your buy zones. Limit orders be put in place there. Again, I'm not giving financial advice, that's just where I put my limit orders. Limit orders to sell we put at 264, 278 and 300. But this stock is in a downtrend. It's in a parallel channel, going towards downside. And if the S&P drops 20% a day, then 128 is in play. That's where my buys are. I want to hold it much more low risk. I want to be holding it at 128. My first buy, second buy is at $90. I'm aware that we're in a fairly good bull market now, so I might not get those buys. If you're still holding the stock, then it might be worth holding to see if it breaks this downtrend and then continues to move up. A lot of other stocks have made all-time highs, and Tesla's still sitting at $200, while the S&P is making all-time highs. So that money might start flowing into Tesla. But we're sat about what the value of Tesla should be at this current moment in time. The fair value of Tesla, if we look at something like Alpha Spread, which is the software that Martyn used and has partnered with, and can give you a 10% discount if you look at the link in the bio. What does Alpha Spread say? The intrinsic value is 62% overvalued, and the Wall Street target is 5% to the upside. So it's sat about what the value should be. It just depends if the market's going to get overextended and it wants to run up higher. Then what you're looking for is a break of this downtrend here and this parallel channel to start making more targets. I don't think it's the best value stock right now. Not something that you're going to make too much money on it currently, but it's a point where to just continue DCAing into, because this stock is $1,000 stock in the height of a bull market. When everything gets overextended, this is $1,000, so it's still a 5x. Nothing to really trade on right now. Continue DCAing 180, 152, 126. If it ever gets those levels, you just continue DCAing. Tesla is one of those big dogs that you just want to always own and put a little bit in. It's just sat at value right now. It's pretty boring. It's in a downtrend, and that's all I have to say about it for this moment in time. So do leave a comment down below. Do hit the like button and let me know your thoughts. Back to you, Martyn. Is everyone invested in Tesla at the moment, or not? I'd like to know how many people. I'm not actually currently in Tesla. I've traded it here, bought it at 100, sold it there, and then obviously you guys know I bought Tesla around $10 in today's value before the bull market. Martyn has given you the link for Alpha Spread, so if you guys want to have a look at that and see much more detail about the fundamentals, then please do sign up. I forgot, there was another one. I'm going to look at Plug for Craig, but there was another stock someone wanted me to look at. If you want to update me, then let me know after I do the Plug review. Let's make it into another video. 153, 154. And I think we're going to be live for natural gas opening as well. Thank you, Martyn. Let's have a look at Plug Power's technicals. Let's see where I think it's going in the long term, mid term, short term. Is it a buy? Is it a hold? Is it a sell? Let's have a look. So Plug, obviously, the all-time highs was $76. It's been in this fairly big downtrend. The reason I always reiterate downtrends is because it gives you areas you can get out. It tells you, is this something you should be holding long-term or just trading in and out of? And once you see Plug making new lows, new lower highs, it's turned into one of those stocks you need to trade in and out of. You don't want to keep holding it because the trend is to the downside, and one day that trend will change, but in the meantime you want to be accumulating and holding the Plug that you've that you've earned for free. And what I mean by free is by buying it at the lows, selling at the highs, or near the lows and near the highs. And then that money you make, you can start DCAing into in case this company becomes much higher capitalized, market capitalized, and you can make some money holding it long term. But let's make some money short term as well. So these are I've already looked at this stock in the past, so I've already got my levels. I've just lost them, but yeah, you can see what my levels are. It's about the all-time lows. It's about horizontal pivot points where it's traded and hit resistance, turned into support. I've got this green line here dating back to April of 2013. It was all-time lows for plug. It then hit it again in January of 2017, then again at April of 2019, and we got very close to hitting it. I mean, you can sort of redo these lines and say it has hit it because you've seen where it's pivoted now at January of 2024. So down here at these low prices at 7 cents, $1, $1.50, $2 are your all-time lows, your low downtrend with the sorry, the low levels with the uptrend, and then obviously, actually this stock is, when it IPO'd, it was much higher. I didn't see this part. $1,500 in today's money with the stocks reverse splits, for example, and then looking at the other way is the highs of 128, 100. 72, 74, 64. So you can see there's two trends converging, but very far apart. Right now, we're much more focused on the lower end of this. Where are we today? Let's go to the daily time frame. What have we got here? We hit our buy zone at 251. Go back on the show, go look at the previous videos. My buy zone was at $2.50. Everyone was buying it here. There was this trend line converging here. It broke to the downside, then broke to the upside, very volatile. Buy zone was at $2.30. So if you're in at $2.30, obviously you made double your money in a matter of a week. So whenever that happens, take some money off the table. What do I think now? Good news is on Friday we closed above $3.61. What this means is the more time we spend above $3.61, the next level is $6. So there's quite a nice chance for it to go up, and especially if you bought it at $2.25, you're in a quite a low risk position. So my target would be $6 for this stock in the next couple of weeks, maybe this week, in the next month. If we stay above 361, we're not oversold, we're not overbought on the RSI, so that's good. We're entering the bullish control zone, which is good. $6 is the level. Break $6, then it's $10. But let's say if we break $6. If we break $6, then I'll come out with the next video and I'll show you where I think we're going next. But for now, low here, high, low, high, low. There's this trend, this small trend that you want to break, which you've broken on Friday. Monday should be a good day. This week should be good for plug. Let's see if we hit $6 this week. I'll pass back to you, Martyn. Okay, let's have a look at the comments. So, okay, yeah, we have to have a look at crypto before the show ends. Natural gas is opening up in about a minute. Let's keep that. CRO creeping up. FSR. I think you're correct. It will take some time to cover. MSK at 3 I sell unless it suddenly shoots for $3, then maybe I'll wait for 5. How many people do we still have watching? 34 still watching. That's brilliant. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let's see if anyone new's come up, and let's see if we get that like button any higher. I think you're correct. Has there been any short squeezes lately? I've been at the market. I'm sure there has. There's thousands of stocks. Some of them have short squeeze, some on a small scale, some on a much larger scale. I'd like to squeeze tomorrow on what, Spidder? Yeah, I'll keep increasing my account if crazy moves happen. Run FSR. Oh, hello, Bill. How are you doing? And MSK, I'm not going to do that because I want to get breathing space. I own some Tesla. I'm going to hold it long term until the Tesla is released. Yes, lots of long term potential. This company is going to continue to innovate. It's part of AI. It's automotive. It's solar. It's everything, and it's good to hold. Bill, you have a 2-year badge. You qualify for the exclusive founder member club on X with very special perks. Amazing. Congratulations, Bill. Roman, if Henrik was a good leader as he is a designer, I would hold for decades. That's the Alpha Spread link. And for Virtual Galactic, I might be able to sell on $2 on Wednesday. Maybe, yeah. Probably not, but JF007, it's hard to tell. You saw my levels. Have a look. Rewind on the SPCE chart. Or wait for the video to come out. Fisker. Oh, here we go. Natural gas has just opened. It's up 3.38%. Looking good. Heading up to our target of $2. Let's keep that open. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. That's me sending. Oh, how have I? It's me sending the timestamps to Martyn. Sorry about that. Fisker short squeeze on Monday. Hurry up and buy. I would love a short squeeze. Too scary. 48% up on Jasmine. Tesla up and down all around. I do know that there's many candidates who want to take over Fisker. I'm loving it. Rubbish. I'm teaching Starbucks. If Martyn can send me his voice looping a dozen times, 4 seconds faces, that would be interesting. Bill, Lance, I keep hearing good things about Jasmine Coin. James is moving up. It's cheap. Thanks you, Lance. Thanks, Lance. I'll take a look at Jasmine Coin this evening. Sensei, you can look at the chart of DDD because XRP guy said it will go to $10. I'm really about to end the show now, so let's quickly look at that. It's going to $10. He said that and it's dropped. Yeah, it's not going to $10 this week, in my opinion. Antonio de la Cruz, can you share a link for the cold wallet again, please? Sure, I can. Let's go plug. I've not seen any comments from Buckaroo since the FSR drop on Friday. I hope everything is okay. I hope so too. We might be back in the live show on Monday. Hey Ali T, hello Bill. Jasmine up at 16%. Yeah, Jasmine is just another one of those altcoins that you just see and you buy because there's hype around it. USD. There it is. So many of these coins I was holding and I lost in a wallet 7 months ago. Down here. I don't want to think about it. But yeah, it's heading up. Could even go to 5 cents pretty quick. Let's have a quick look at some cryptos before we end the show. Pepe's up. All-time highs, I think. Look at Pepe go. Amazing. Theta is next target $3.60. Dogecoin up another 6%. It's heading 15 cents. We were buying this at 7 cents. I just showed you on the Discord. How amazing. 15 cents. Dot. Where's that going next? $10. Ethereum. As long as Ethereum stays sideways, our other altcoins will continue doing well. Bitcoin's at 63,000. We're looking at all-time highs on Bitcoin maybe this week. BNB, I just don't like that coin. Bitcoin dominance is continuing to go higher. It might start topping out soon. Bitcoin dominance, 54% of the crypto market's in Bitcoin. If that starts coming down, altcoins will start heading up. Cake is looking good to continue going up. ADA is looking good to continue going up. That's going to $1 soon. XRP is looking good. Breaking out, 77 cents is next. It's sort of, let's have a look at how XRP does this week. 77 cents is my next target on XRP. Sandbox is looking good. I bought Filecoin on Wednesday. Let's have a quick look at how Filecoin's doing. Filecoin's at $10. Wow. Oh my god, that's crazy. Should have bought some more. But look, this is the reason I bought Filecoin. Its all-time highs was at $230. That's more than a 10x away. 20x. Looking good. Looking good. Let's end the show. We've done over double the amount that we were supposed to. And we've created Martyn a lot of workload with those videos. But we got some very nice super chats and another member, so I'm sure it'll be okay. I don't like B&B or Binance, James. I'm the same. Let's see how many likes we ended on. The viewers have come down as well. It's coming to the end of the show. 82 likes. Oh my god, we're so close. I'm still going to do it. I might run another one and see if we get 100 likes in the next event. If not, then I'll just do it anyway. But it's always good fun. I'm sure if we ran it for another hour, we would get it today. 82 likes. Amazing. MSK? I'm not. Unfortunately not. I really have much less than a lot of people think invested, but there's always expenses that have to be paid and those come first. There's always time to make money, but there's things that have to be done and you have to pay for things. Thank you for the live stream tonight. Thank you, James. Have another look at natural gas. Still up 3% since open. I might come and retest 183 and then $2 seems to be next. Thanks, Sensei. Oh, everyone's saying thank you. Oh, fun. Yeah, fun looks like it's going to close this gap. Might pop up, even pop up to $11, but it really looks like the downtrend is coming to $4. Don't panic, it's just more time to accumulate if you like the stock. I mean, the ultimate value, I think I've put this stock at. No, maybe this changed. Must have been a reverse split or something. But yeah, there is a gap, and it looks like gaps want to be closed, and it's quite close to closing it, at least partially. So $4 is still in the cards, and also $11 is in the cards. So it's volatile. It's only a market cap of 55 million, so it can do both. So always be prepared for both outcomes, but know that a buy order at 447 and a sell order at $12 might be worth it. That's just my quick thoughts on Jasmine. It's probably extended now, but I can continue going. I'm a million away from a million, says James. Okay, end of the show. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Until next time, please do take care of your money, your crypto, your stocks, and each other.